her bills, then she go home and cry. Ooh, stop it. Time to rise. Open your eyes, exposing the enterprise who hides behind the mask of hidden lies. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me now? I see in the beginning you guys were saying that you couldn't hear. Hi, everyone. It's your girl, Yasmin Denise, and I would like to welcome you to today's episode of Serum. Our title for today is called Truthfully Broken because I have a co-host slash guest. Her name is none other than Regina. She is the host of Surviving Off Broken Pieces. So let's all welcome Regina into the conversation. Let's give her a hand clap, everybody. Welcome, Regina. Okay. Hey, Regina. Hey, Regina. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hey, you all. Of course, this is your girl G from Surviving Our Broken Pieces, y'all. We're going to come together on this platform tonight and we're going to make some things shake. I'm expecting some things to shake tonight.
Oh, shake, rattle, and roll. Come on now.
Absolutely. Nothing but truth.
That part. So you guys, as you guys know, that when we on StreamYard, we cannot tag or share. So if you guys can go ahead and like and tag and share, go ahead and tag all the women that you know. Because what we trying to do today is we trying to uplift each other as sisters. Yes, we do know that the men, they have their own point of view, they have their own opinions, and they have their own things. But today, this is strictly for the woman.
Absolutely.
And like and share for us. And I'm gonna tag a couple of people. Stephanie, if you up here, if you could tag and tag a couple of people, make sure you guys put it on your page. Before we get into it, you guys, just to let you know, hey, the book is selling and it's still on sale. So if you haven't got your copy, make sure you get that copy of this book. The day I woke, the day I woke up. By your girl Yasmin Denise. You can get it from me. You can cash at me. You can inbox me, or you could go to my website, which is www.peculiarnationent.com. Again, that's www.peculiarnationent.com. Now, you know, let's just get it over with. We have a couple of announcements before we get into today's topic, which is Truthfully Broken. Today, we're talking about relationships, women in relationships, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, whether you're single and then just in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. It doesn't matter. Side nigga, side chick, mistress, whatever, adultery, divorce, divorce. We're talking about all aspects of this thing today. We also talking about, love, happiness. We don't just talk about the bad things. We're talking about every aspect of this thing.
Absolutely.
Hey, so I would like to say hello. Let me see if I can see who's up here. Go to the comments for me, please. And another announcement. What before we even start, let's give a round of applause again for our producer tonight. We have none other than Mr. 88 Keys, Travis Henry.
Yes.
We got him. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Tracy Porter. Hello, Dustina. Hey, boo. How are you? I see you, boo. I just want to say hi to all you guys out there. I thank you for tuning in with us tonight. So the way we got to this topic tonight is because I've had multiple sessions. Now, before we start, let us put our disclaimer out. We are not therapists and we are not psychiatrists. So that's a disclaimer, okay? We're not licensed to be no one's therapist. Well, we do have minister license and evangelist license. But we're not licensed to be your psychiatrist. So I don't want you to take this. We're speaking from experience. We're speaking from things that we have went through, things that we've seen our parents or others go through, and the outcome. That's where we're coming from. We're coming from the heart. We're not saying this is your prescription, because what might work for us or what might have worked for our parents or your parents might not work for you. Okay? Disclaimer, period. Okay, so as you know, I chose Regina for this one because, as y'all know, on Surviving Off Broken Pieces, she gets the letters from the ladies and the men that's going through, relationship problems. They've been in a relationship for a long time and they they got the other on the side, the side nigga or the side chick, or either they in an abusive relationship, they don't know how to get
Yeah.
out, or they not in love. And then lately I've been dealing with a couple of couples married, some married, having marital issues. And when I say marital issues, is either one is not feeling love, one is feeling love, they having issues, trust issues, uh entanglement issues. Take that how that's a nice way of putting it. Sex issues, all types of issues. You understand what I'm saying? And then we have our single folk. I've been dealing with a couple of single women as well, and they've having issues being in a relationship, or either a long period of time or a short period of time, and they with someone, and that person is either abusive, or they just don't want to be with that person, or they just staying just because they staying because it's the baby daddy, or staying because it's been over 5 years, or staying because they shirt green, or they both on the lease, or their name is not on the lease, and they don't have nowhere else to go. And what that's doing is creating types of emotional blockage, or emotional damage, and things of that nature. So let's get to it. So first, you have anything to say, co-host, before I say anything?
Listen,
Let's
listen.
get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Okay.
Let's get
So
to it.
I want to speak on this one right here. If you guys have any questions, comments, hey Gwendolyn, how are you? If you guys have, hello Angela. If you guys have any questions or comments, you guys can ask questions while we up here. We'll be more than happy. Um, to give you an answer if we have it, and also for the ones that's involved in these scenarios that will be explaining, if you guys have any comments for them or any advice, you know what I'm saying, because we don't know it all, we haven't been through it all. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So you might have been through what they're going through, and if you have any sound advice, I ain't saying no crazy advice, some sound advice that's gonna help them, let us know. Okay, so let's start with the first one. I'm gonna bring this up because we were already talking. Should I save that one? Here we go. Okay, so me and Regina was talking behind the scenes before we started, and I had a young lady who's been in a relationship. They've been married for a while, and they having marital disputes and issues, and things are not going right, and she's feeling insecure. She's feeling not wanted, not loved, and she asked me, "What do I do?" I told her, "What's up, Vaughn?" What I told her was this. I said, "Well, you know what? I think you should just continue being the wife that you're supposed to be." And the reason why I said that is because if you're thinking about separating or leaving, you know, me personally, if I'm thinking about leaving, I'm gonna make sure I put my all out there or do what I know I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So that way when I leave, I don't have to turn back. I don't have no regrets or anything like that. But while I was telling her that, it was like I checked myself. I was like, well, is she being stupid? Am I telling this lady to stay and take it and be stupid? You know what I'm saying? So that made me think about my own situation. Was I being stupid? I being stupid? Did I stay and be stupid? It's real. You understand?
Absolutely.
And as we was talking, I guess it's a case by case. Excuse me, y'all. The wig is getting in my way. It's a case by case basis depending on what your situation is. And so, let's get into that. Regina, what do you think, ma'am? Do they stay? Let me do it this way. Do they stay being that Proverbs woman while she's doing Love 101? Or did she leave because she shouldn't have to deal with it? Go ahead, Regina.
Okay, this is the thing, y'all. Now, of course, we go in as quote unquote, been told to go in as a Proverbs 31 woman. But
Mhm,
my thing is this: going into that, I'm that scripture based on a upright man, a man that's following behind Christ, trying to do right. Now, if you're a man that's just doing what you want to do and just running how you want to run,
mm,
no, I would not tell anybody to stay in that. I wouldn't even try to beat them with a scripture, because the thing of it is, like I said, you got the latter part of this, when it hits you mentally, where you in a place where you don't know where you're going, what to do, how to do it. You so broken that you can't even get yourself up to even like yourself. So
Mm.
no, I wouldn't tell a person. You see, this is the thing, y'all. Yes, we walk by the word of God. We do. But sometimes we use that word in the wrong text, in the wrong atmosphere. It don't belong in that moment. And we'll try to use that word for to try to justify the means. No, 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 no. Because there's nothing in the Bible that tells you that you're supposed to let a man just mistreat you and do all they want to do to you. That's not scripture. If it is, Google it, find it, and then put it up here, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, that part. Because see, what I'm not going to do, yeah, what I'm not going to do is try to use scripture. Oh my God, do what's the famous one? To death do us part.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Today you part.
No. No, 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 no. Go see. We gotta break that scripture down. That don't mean to death do us part for him to run over me and do whatever he want to do. No. At some point in time, you got to say enough is enough for your own sanity.
Okay, so I have a question for you. My question to you is this. So you said it depends on, you have to know the type of man. A God man that's, trying to live right. But hey, men that love God and have a relationship with God, they mess up too.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Hold on.
Go
They
ahead.
they hit, they get disrespectful. So
Yeah.
the question is, why you have the man of God who's a praying man, who love God wholeheartedly, but have some issues and could be going through something at the time and she not know it mentally. Because what I've learned is that sometimes men will go through things and not even tell you because they don't know how to relay that to you. So they will hold it in, and while they holding it in, they lashing out at you. So you got that man of God, or the man that's on faith, or the man that's spiritual and have a relationship with God, who's now being the a-hole, who's now being the verbal abuser, who's now being the one that's looking at other women and thinking about getting a side chick. So in that case, what verse is it? Because what I okay, and I say that because we said the proverb woman is for a man that has a relationship with God, that's a God-fearing man, and that's a man walking with Christ, but they are not perfect either. So what? So how we help a sister out?
Absolutely. I agree with you totally.
Oh,
They are not perfect, and they will make mistakes, and
yeah.
and you got to trust them even when you know that it's a mistake. But see, that goes with knowing your mate, knowing the person that you with. Because see, you can be with a person and be in a relationship with somebody and don't even know them. You should be so in tune with your mate that when that man walks in the house, it should be something about him that can say is he's not where he's at. It should be his, if it ain't about his tone, the way he looking in his eyes, the way he dropped his head down, how he coming in, walking in the room.
Okay, but facts, you right. You do know your man, just like your man know you. So he could ask you what's wrong, and you're gonna say, because you don't want to talk, you don't want to argue, ain't nothing. They do the same thing. So why?
Absolutely.
Okay, case in point, me. I know my husband when he's upset and when he's got a lot on him. So I'll say, "What's good, babe? You okay? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right." If they saying I'm all right, nigga, even if I know you're not, you just, some men, you just have to wait till they're ready to talk. So in knowing them, and you're asking and you seeing that there's something wrong, that still doesn't give them that right to be that type of man. So, in the case that you know them, you know he's that sweet man that do everything. Everybody got a couple of sides to them. I ain't gonna say two sides. People used to say this two sides to me. No, we have a couple of sides to us. You understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So while you see that side, that's the loving and the good man that pays bills and loves and breaks the back down, you know what I'm saying? Do everything that you need. There's also a side of him that's when he's frustrated and got the weight of the world on him, he is gonna lash out. So at that point when he's lashing out and she feel like there's no turning back and she's feeling helpless and she's feeling insecure and insignificant because now he don't want to touch her. Now he don't want to look at her. Now he don't want to talk to her. Do we tell her to be that Proverbs 31 woman? Still continue to cook, still continue to clean, still continue to love him, still continue to pray for him, still continue to anoint him. Do we tell her to still be that? Or do we tell her, hey, yo, you need to get therapy and figure out what you want to do for you and him? You know him. See, because the thing is, she knows him. So she knows herself. So she knows how much she can take. What do you tell her?
See, the thing of it is, that's why I said when you in a relationship, you got to study before the marriage even come. You got to study each other, and these are the things that you got to be when you say yes, you got to be willing to accept the good, bad, and the ugly, because you got to be willing to accept the you got to hold on because you got to be willing to you got to be willing to accept this shutdown. You got to be willing to accept this shutdown because see, at some point in time, I may want to shut down. I make because see me, I don't know what happened to Yaz, but me sometimes I'm at a point where I'm just shutting down, and I don't want to be involved. I don't want to talk to nobody, and I don't want nobody to talk to me. So should he leave me because I'm there? No, this is my thing. Give him that space. Give him that time to regroup himself. Pray for him. Give him that type of space because, like I said, if when the shoes turn, when the reverse role play. Now, if that man out there because he is in a bad way and he using that to go out there and just cheat and just keep cheating, yes. Oh, then now we got to reevaluate this thing because
Okay.
this Proverbs 31 don't stand on this. They don't stand on this ground right here. We gonna regroup on this, brother, because what you ain't gonna do is use the scripture to justify what you're doing. We ain't doing that.
Okay.
We ain't doing that, but I will give him that moment to because, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. At some point in time, I get to I just let me get me. Let me just get me right quick, and then we can talk. Now shutting down without want to do nothing. Now, man, I got an issue with that because see now,
Go ahead.
good God, oh God, don't you let me go off this
Go
cliff. Let me
ahead.
tell you something. Let me tell you something about me. Now, we as husband and wife, and nothing should be able to just break that that intimacy time. Don't tell me that you can't do this because you better be doing something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your space, but understand it still needs that got to be taken care of. I'm still the woman. I still got needs,
Come on now.
and you can't lay in the bed and don't just, baby. I just don't want to do something. If it ain't but 29 seconds.
Woo. 29 seconds.
Do
You better go ahead with that 29 seconds to make me mad. You'll piss me off at 29 seconds.
God, some things wonders can be made.
Come on now.
But
No,
do something.
no, but and I have seen this. I'm glad you went there because lately in the women or whoever men, women I've been talking to, it's like that now. You know how yeah, she did say 29, not 30, honey. She said 29. So you know how back in the day, even they had the commercial. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Back in the day when they had the commercials, even and women was the ones always saying, "Oh, not tonight, dear. I have a headache. Oh, I have a headache. Oh my God." Da, 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 da." Now it's the men saying, "Oh, I don't want to." So in that I don't want to or I'm not feeling it. I get you not feeling it one day. I get you not feeling it 2, 3 days. But you have to admit if your man is telling you they not feeling it after that third day, you start thinking either he's cheating or you're thinking maybe something wrong with me. Maybe he's not attracted to me, right? Check it. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong. Let me switch my fragrance up. Let me cut a heart that let me shade different. Let me turn it into a heart or a thunderbolt or something. You feel me? Let me change my hair color up. Look like a maybe we need to spice it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me go buy a little rope, a little handcuff, or whatever your pleasure is. So while you're thinking that, and you're trying and trying, and so you're trying this and you're trying that, and he's still saying, nah. What do you
Then no, we gotta have some grown folks conversation now. See, we gotta talk now because see something is going on. Because see, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna speak for me. No bragging or boasting, but I know I'm okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when you do something like that and shift like that, We got to talk about this because it's either you out with somebody else, you're doing something different, or you trying to figure out who you are. Maybe you're trying to figure out who you are. Are you a man or a woman? Because see, if we got to sit down and talk, is it something that I'm not doing that's that's displeasing you? What is it that you're looking for? I mean, um, is it something else we need to do? Do we need to go get this? Do we need to go do this? We can try anything, but we ain't bringing another woman a man in the bedroom. We ain't gonna do that now. Let's put that on out there. But we may need to try different things. I mean, do we need to play dress up? Do we need to play role play? You know what I'm saying? What need to be done?
That's right, Goldilocks. Come on.
I mean, what need to be done? We got to sit down. We got to talk this thing up because there's no way a man can lay beside you, all the time and say, I mean, I don't want nothing unless, like I said, he got some type of medical issue. We can understand with that.
Yes.
We can understand medical issues.
Understand.
Absolutely. But that's probably almost that I can deal with. Everything else, I don't know nothing else I can deal with because I'm telling you, as come here. Cause see, I don't understand the three. Look, give me. We got to talk about this thing. Yeah, come on. Cause what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna cause me to go out there and cheat. Then gonna try to drag my name in the mud.
That part.
Because you still you're a woman. You still need to be taken care of. So let's talk about what's going on. So we need an answer. And we cannot just let this go and go and go and there's no solution.
Okay, so do you still be the Proverbs?
Huh?
Tracy, I see your comment. You taking me somewhere. That's why I kept it up there. So before I just asked the question, do she still be the Proverbs woman? What do we say to her in this case?
Now, let me say this. I would still do what need to be done.
Yeah.
Because I will have to give him a chance to like I said, we're gonna come here. Come here, Bo. Come on over here, Bo. We need to talk about this. Listen. Yeah, because okay, I'm walking around here. We're the whole house naked and ain't nothing popping off.
Naked
We
and
in the bed and ain't nothing popping off. You laying behind me and I don't nothing feel nothing. I don't see, so something is wrong. So evidently it's something about me don't attract you anymore. Because see, if you land with a man and that man automatically go his things gonna shift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He gonna wake up wanting something.
something.
But then to wake up and don't want nothing, and I feel on you, and you still ain't trying to do nothing.
Nah.
Oh no, you ain't gonna rip my insecurity. What you gonna do is we're gonna sit down. We're
Okay,
gonna talk about this.
that part. So now you have an insecure woman who doesn't like the way she looks, who's very beautiful, but she doesn't like the way she look now. She does.
Yeah,
She's trying all types of stuff, ready to go under the knife to look like anything. She doesn't care because that's what she think is gonna take. And what I told her was, don't change you, do you? See, at first, and I did. I told her, I said, what you need to do is do you, because sometimes they get stuck in their own way. And maybe when you start doing you, I ain't telling nobody to go out there and cheat. So don't say, well, your husband said to go. I didn't tell you to cheat. What I said was you, which means live your life. Yes, you
yeah,
still you cook, you clean, you do all of that good stuff, but you take care of you. Do self-care. Go out, have some fun, get a glass of wine, keep your hair done, keep your nails done, keep yourself
absolutely.
good for you though. This whole time you've been doing it for him, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
you no satisfaction. So now you ain't getting you're not getting the peen like Larry Reed said. You ain't getting the peen, you ain't getting nothing. And now
Huh.
you all abused and beat up. But when you make yourself feel good,
Yep.
now maybe it'll snap them out. Because sometimes women do the same thing if it was vice versa.
Absolutely.
Showing them I control how you feel. So if I want you to feel this way, because misery does love company. So if they in a stickler, oh, you're gonna be in this with me. No, show him some. And
Let me tell.
I told her to be the good person, cook, clean, whatever, but do her.
Let me say this. Like I said, and you know me.
Give me 1 second
Okay.
before you say it. So because they are really commenting. So I want to say something. Stephanie said he's just not that into you. That's how you will feel. Like he's not into you. Stephanie also said y'all have to go make a doctor's appointment to see what's going on. Tracy Porter said, I personally feel that she would have never got divorced, but she refused, right? To allow him to have his delicious cake, which was her, for a dried cake, side piece. So side piece, side nigga. It's coming soon, everybody. Cause so that was a good, right? That was a good one. Listen, so now she feels like she want that side nigga though. Because she worn out. So what do you tell her? No, baby girl, the Bible says be there's no scripture. You couldn't give me no scripture at that time. Because I would look at you and say, well, give me the scripture showing why he doing this. Because he is a good man. He is a man who has God on his, whatever the case might be. Da-da-da-da-da, right? So you show me where in the scriptures where I'm supposed to take this crap, and then I'm not gonna go looking for because you know why you start looking? Because now everybody looking at you. Everybody else see you look good. Everybody else licking their chops at you. Exes coming out the woodworks, men in the mall, men at your job, men on the street, just men everywhere. Now you're seeing more men. Now you're seeing the men that you like. You got all types of flavors and
What time?
all types of flavors and sizes and all types of grades and stuff like that. And they looking and they licking their lips and they saying, "Ooh, girl, you look good." They giving you all the compliments that he's not giving you. So now it is resulting into that side nigga. Or if it's vice versa, the side chick. I'm not talking about the people that got them just because they ain't got no plan. The one that come on when I am all alone.
Oh, stop.
Nigga. Come on now. What?
Listen,
Yes, yes, Jessica. All types of men. Strawberry, banana, chocolate, banana, pecan, Rican, all types, tacos. Or I mean, all types, long hair, locks, curly hair, straight, nappy hair, bald head, all all shapes, all sizes.
you gotta come through here. Let me tell you something. That's for real. Majority of the time, when a woman broken like that, no matter how many men come, she don't even see them because her mind is at that one person. She don't even see nobody else. She just knows that one person, and she's still trying to make everything right for that one person. Even if she go out, even if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, and she go out and start dating somebody else just to try to get back at him. Whenever he opened the door back up, she goes back right there, back to that same door. Now you got some women that's ratchet that they'll do it like the men's do it. Because let me be honest, like I gotta be honest. It was a time, a point in my life, no nigga, you ain't bringing that. Listen, I feed off you. However you carry, I carry.
Part, that part. Listen,
That's look. I don't mind the game. Just let me know what rules apply. You
listen,
understand what I'm saying? See, so I done been that type. Listen, ain't no run no game over here because while you thinking I'm there, I've already checked out. I'm already gone,
that
mentally already gone. But it takes a strong woman to do that. But it's not a lot of strong women out here,
to
and a
do.
lot of it's not a lot of strong women out here. And
Wait,
what
it takes a strong woman to do what? Stay or
no, it takes a strong woman to walk away and
yeah.
to start loving them and doing them because see when you in that situation you so broke down. You
Mm-hmm.
you so broke down. And you got some strong women that can identify, can
Mm-hmm.
can look at it and see, oh, this nigga trying to play game.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he trying to play game. Because I'm gonna tell you something. There's no way. And yes, we can go to the doctor and find out what's going on with you. We can do all that. You know what I'm saying? 4 days and you ain't trying to do something. Listen, I'm not insecure about me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have that insecurity. So 4 days drop and you and my husband and we ain't trying to do nothing. You ain't got no discussion. You ain't saying nothing. No, bro. Let's sit down. We got to sit down because we got to talk about this. Because see, what's gonna happen is, and we talking some real stuff, y'all. I don't know what happened to Yes, but we talking some real stuff. There you go. There you back. We talking some real stuff, and don't come with me. Don't I told y'all don't come for me your whole other now, because we talking real life. Because what
Right.
happened is you open the door for that woman to go out and get another man. See, you open that door when you say I ain't doing it to you, I ain't getting you nothing, and then when she go out, why do we quick to judge her, but we don't know what she been through. We don't know how, everything that happened in that relationship. Me and y'all got to do better than that. Don't come with that. Oh, I'm trying to hold out. I'm gonna get you back, but not give you nothing. No, what you doing is you bringing some turbulence to the house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And let me just say this. I don't I don't think they can comfort you, because if they comfort you or me, they're not being real. Because this situation does not have anything to do with being saved.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't have anything to do with going to church. It has everything to do about being women, because they are women that are married, that are in ministry, and they're going through the same thing. And they are women that are married in the ministry, and they got side niggas. They are men in ministry, they got side chicks. It's just
Yeah.
about relationships, cloth or no cloth, lay or no lay. It just really doesn't matter. This is a human thing.
Yes, it is.
You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? And they can't judge, because this is just reality. Now you can fake all you want, you feel me, and say, well, that's you just sit there, stop lying, shorty. Because while he was going ministering, you was either doing one or two things. The one I call when I am all alone, or was home depressed, thinking
Yep. Mm-hmm.
somebody else and how that person treated you. Come on, man. The first thing we
Yep.
do, yes, we say, God help us in this situation. Okay, let's keep it 100. I've been there. You feel me? And
Yes.
it, yes, see, I guess you could say I'm different. I didn't cheat. Now, don't get it twisted. I've been in this predicament before, and I cheated. And I did it. The reason why I cheated is because I got to the point where, nigga, I'm gonna show you how to do this for real. Because I tried to be the proverb for you, and you just
Yep.
dogging me out. So now I'm gonna show you. I ain't talk about. I'm gonna show you how to do this. That's why I'm gonna show you how to do this for real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd have
And,
been there.
and let me tell you how good I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make sure y'all link up so it can be in your face. And I'm gonna show you how good I am. You still ain't gonna know.
Listen, listen, listen. Absolutely.
And
Now
that's
see.
where I was at that time. I was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I did me. Because and then I turned around, and when you got violent and abuse, talking wise, I showed you that one too. My mouth got real bad. It wasn't no more. It's okay, babe. I understand. I know you just going through. No, when I was a bastard, you was a bastard too. When you
Yeah,
listen,
absolutely. See that's why I say now that stand and just stay there and take it. I ain't gonna tell no woman stay there and take it. I'm not gonna do that, because my thing is this. Before it don't even have to get there. It don't even have to get to that, because I'm like this. Now let me tell you something. Like I said, I've been that just exactly what you just said, nigga. However you trying to dish it, because I told you I
that
would tell my I feed off you. However you carry it, I'm carrying. I've been there, but now I ain't doing that. You know what? You want to do that? I'm on UT. I'm gonna throw you the deuces. I
and
ain't sitting back trying to make you boost you all up to make you all, you think you all this, and then yeah, I'm fighting. Like I'm fighting to try to figure out who I am.
yes,
I'm raising you up, but yeah, I'm dying. No, we ain't doing that.
yes,
I'm not, and nobody can tell me that I need to do that. That I'm like, okay, yeah, you right. No, 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 no. We either in this thing running this race together, taking the good and the bad, we can do that. But other than that, oh no, woman, I'm not telling not a lady, not nay one. You understand what I'm saying? Not nay one to stay there and be mistreated, and mishandled. Because do you know how long it take to pull yourself back out the tunnel, out the
yes,
hole? Do you know how long? And some people don't even come out.
that part. And that's what I was saying. When I went through sort of something this time, what I did was I switched it up. because it was a different situation. See, this is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you guys. What worked for me back then wouldn't work for me now because I'm in a totally different space and I'm in a totally different situation. Just like my situation is different from your situation. So if he's beating you, or let's not even go physical yet, because we ain't there yet. That's the next story. So if he's cheating on you, or if he's not giving you what you want, and he's verbally abusing you, making you feel like crap at the same time, see, that's a double whammy. Because not only do you feel like it because he's not giving you the D, you feel like it because he's verbally expressing that he don't want you. He's verbally expressing that there's something wrong with you. He's verbally expressing, and even though he might be doing out of anger or because he's hurt, you don't know that. So, everybody's situation is different. Just like if it's medical now, ladies, let me say this. If it's a medical situation, don't go out there and lead a man or well,
Yeah.
I'm not the one that's your choice. I don't make decisions for anyone. A good woman wouldn't. So if you're saying you're the good woman, and if it's medical and something like that, of course you don't. You stand there and you wait. Because guess
Yeah.
what? Medical is over. The D you're gonna get now, he's gonna make up and give you the double D. You feel
Ha! The
double
double D.
the double.
Listen,
I
let me
can't
tell you.
you.
Let me
you
tell
know,
you.
you
Let me
know.
tell you
So
something.
there's different situations, and I just want to make that clear to everyone, so y'all won't be thinking that it's just about sex, because it's not just about the sex. It's the fact when you being denied the sex and then make it feel like you ain't that's what it's about. It's about when you're being denied, and not only just sexually, the intimacy. See, intimacy and sex is two different
Yes,
things.
absolutely, absolutely.
With the kisses, with a cuddling, with it just showing you. You feel me? That's two different things. It's not all about sex, but sex plays a big part. Thank
Yeah.
you, lady. Thank you. Thank you with the cobwebs. Thank you. Nah, but it's not, it goes even beyond that. It's an emotional thing. So I don't want y'all to think that we're saying, well, yeah, we was in a marriage. He don't want to give me the D because he going through something. So I'm leaving him. That's not what we're saying.
Mm-mm.
Right? So I want to make that clear. And we also not saying don't be a good wife, leave. We're not saying that either. You feel me? Everybody's situation is different.
Different. Absolutely.
Situation
Absolutely.
that we're talking about is when you don't know if you should stay and be a good wife, regardless to what the situation is, because you feel like you're being wrong, whether it's verbal abuse, whether it's mentally, you know what I'm saying? No D at all, at all.
Girl.
Look, it's Virginia. You gonna tell her, Virginia, look, better do something.
You get- let me- You're gonna have to do some, right? You gotta
Part,
do some
that part.
because
That's what we're talking about. Go ahead.
now
If you can't give up the D, you have something.
you gotta do something.
You got,
Something.
you got a mouth. You do something.
This grown folks talk. Let me
Grown
tell you
folks
something.
talk.
Because the husband and wife bed, you know, when you're married, you can do, you can do things that you can do things. You understand what I'm saying? Now let me tell y'all something. And yeah, let me say something to what you had just said. When the relation, you know, when your relationship changed
Mhm.
from one man to another man, yes, the different things changes.
Yeah.
When one man you had to do it this way, but when you with another man and that man you know that this you got a good man, but issues to come forth. Yes, you do whatever you got to do for that man. I agree with that. But
Yeah.
when you sit in that house and you in that bed and you just ain't trying to do nothing, ain't trying to do nothing. Let me tell you something. So if you just hear a little noise going on, don't get mad.
A little bit of that. Zzz.
Don't you get mad. Because, pray for me. Listen, all jokes to the side, because see, the thing of it is, if you can't perform with penetration, then you got to figure out something else to do.
Yeah.
You got to figure out something else to do because your job is to please each other. And you're married, so you can do whatever you need to do to make sure each other is pleased.
Can you see
So
these comments, Regina?
Tracy said, I can't see the comment. Praise
Hold on.
dancing.
That's Steph. That's Steph.
Stephanie said,
It's Stephanie.
listen, Steph, if my husband say, baby, I want to put a pole in the bedroom, okay, baby.
Well, hold on now.
What? Well, hold on.
I'm a little too heavy. I ain't getting on no.
Look, I'm gonna figure it out.
Figure it out,
I'm
huh?
gonna figure it out. What? Yes, sir. If I gotta say, man, I'm in the middle. I can just go to the middle and I go on down. But you know what I'm saying? You got to do whatever you got. You got to do whatever you need to do to please each other. You understand what I'm saying? But yet, let me say this because people get too crazy. We do have limitation. We do have some. Well, this may be going too far, but that's something that y'all got to talk about.
Yeah, that's something between you and your meat.
Yeah, you and your man. I mean, y'all got to talk about it because I mean, it's so much stuff that you can do to try to get that fire back up. You got to keep the fire going in there. What in the world? The girl said, "Stop! Listen, I'm where you at.
Wait, you know what I mean?
I'm where you at. What? Why not?"
God, Tracy Porter said we forget in sickness and wealth. Well, it's not a. I don't get what you're saying, Tracy. Maybe I seen this a little too late. I made it clap. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. Stephanie.
Now, if she's saying sickness, when she's saying if the man is see when your mate is sick,
Hold on. Let's ask her. Hold on a quick.
okay,
Let's ask her because I don't know if she's saying let's not. She said let's not forget the vows. You could say that both. You know what I'm saying? Because that's. Oh, I get it. I think she's talking about when we said if it's a medical issue. Let's
yeah,
get
yeah.
the vows. But yes, you're absolutely correct. I think that's what she said.
That girl said reinforce the pool and twerk it.
Now look at her. Hold on. You see it?
I made it clear. Listen. See, that's the thing. You got to do. You have to find out what each other. What your mate like.
Yeah.
This was all this all goes in the same pipeline as communication. She get some medication.
Vaughn,
Listen,
that's it. Get that.
absolutely.
And if it's vice versa too, I don't want to. I see my brother up here. Hey Tony, I don't want y'all to think this is against men because it's not. It's just this is the subject we on, but I think it's vice versa. Even because you got your women that do the same thing. I don't want to be touched. You go through. Listen, I go through my. Well, I don't know if I go through the. I don't want to be touched. I'm very a good person, so I don't. But we all go. I don't know how to
Listen.
put that, so I just changed what I was about to say. Um, you have people that go through that phase, whether it's men or women, that they don't want to be touched. And as they mate, if y'all can communicate, see, communication is the biggest thing in this
Hmm.
whole thing. Because if you communicate from the jump, you will know why you're not feeling it, or this is that, and that is that, and that. And then you could come together and say, okay, well, since we're not going to do this, let's do this, or let's do other things, or this could be the period of time where we get to know each other on another level. You understand? Or this would be the time when you just get your space. I ain't saying divorce and leave. You could give somebody their space and still be together.
I felt the same rule apply with me. Whether you listen, ladies, don't go on a 7 day and no, oh, don't touch me. I'm holding it back from. So when he go down the street
That part.
to the lady down the street, or go and pick that woman up. Now you feeling some type of way, but remember you was holding back because I ain't getting him none. You got to find another way to get even. Find
And
another way to get even
that's not
because the same rules apply.
the same rules apply, and that's not even why. Back in the day, you could have probably did that, but now, man, it's this
That
stuff.
one might MO back. I ain't gonna own up to that one. No sir.
But back in the day, women. Hold on, I'm not talking about me or you per se, but back in the day, I know women that punish.
Yeah.
They use sex to punish. See, this is not just a male thing. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
thought it was, but it's not. There's women that use sex to punish the male. Oh, I want you to make them do things. Oh, you want some head? Let me get them. Let me get them Jimmy Choos. Let me get that Louis Vuitton. Let me get that Birkin bag. You know, whatever. Do this, do that. And when you don't want to do, they hold it from them. They hold hostage. But nowadays, listen, you got only fan pages. You got everything. You cannot do that no more. You
Okay.
hold, because it comes a dime a dozen. It did before, but now it's right at you where you could just touch it and even really got to touch it.
That side piece is looking while you sitting there, while you saying I'm holding. She saying I'm available. You holding, but
That
she's
part.
available.
Yeah. The
So where you
side
think he going?
mashed potatoes and
Girl,
gravy.
he going right over there to get a dinner, get dinner and two time. You see what I'm saying? So no, that women, you can't just do that. You just can't put in your mind. Oh, I'm gonna get back at him. And you're his wife.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just do that. I'm telling you, because how long you think you gonna be able to do that, and that man gonna stay there? And then now you feeling some type of way because he out there cheating. But do you know you open the door of opportunity in your house? So once you open the door, creep yourself right on in.
So let's go back. That's the same for the woman who got to be.
Absolutely. I told you I don't feel no different. Huh? And they not no man's the same thing. Don't do that. Don't just say I'm not gonna give it to. If see
Wait a
one
minute.
thing about listen,
Jessica says she gonna be loud on purpose. I know that's right, Jessica.
listen.
Yes. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna get off of that one because I think we could keep going on the marriage. So wait a minute, they still going. Okay. Wait, it's time for a commercial break. If you would like to donate to this platform, you send your cash app to $ Yasmin Campbell. YASMINCAMPBELL. Or just look at the bottom of the screen. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Haven't got a copy of your book, it's still selling and it's still on sale. The day I woke up, and none other than your girl, Yasmin Denise. www.peculiarnationent.com. Back to you. Nah, but all jokes aside, listen, I say there's no excuse. Case in part, case in. Ooh, I have fiber. Why you gotta be putting these big old words up here for us? Like we doctors. But I have that, which I'm in pain all day, every day. But that doesn't mean that I should deny my mate. Girl, yes, you should. That's too much pain. Nah, I'm just joking. I get that. But in your case, your mate, I'm not saying deny him because evidently you still could back it on up with the fibromyalgia. But he should also be understanding that you have the F. You know what I'm saying? The fibromyalgia. He should be understanding that that's what you have. I don't know if I said it incorrectly. I must have said it incorrectly because
It's
Travis.
fibroid myalgia.
Okay, thank you, Travis. That was our producer telling me. Well, anyway, you got the F thing, right? He should be more understanding. If you're too much, don't get the D, give him a little H. You know what? However y'all do it, they supposed to be more understanding that that's a medical condition. So in having that medical condition, he should be more understanding. And if you say there's no excuses, that mean maybe your body hurt, but evidently that part is cool because you still backing it up. We has been birthed with a woman into. I'm just saying that because people don't have to use excuses. Okay, miss, no excuses. We get it.
But see, even with medical, like say for instance, because some women can't, because of medical issues, then you and your mate got to sit down and talk and figure out what you can do to still please him. Because it's still things that you can do. It's still things that you can do to please your mate. You understand what I'm saying? It's still stuff. You mean you can. It's stuff that you can buy. You know what I'm saying? You can just. She said, "You know what?"
What is Come on, Steph. I love her. Yes. Okay, so minister sin. Make sure you do the water sex. It eases up the fight. The F.
Absolutely. And then visit the store and maybe something you can pick up. Damn,
Or
some
mm,
substitutes.
some CBD oil. Numb you up real good. Nah, I'm just joking. But in that case, that's because you might be a horn bucket like us. So if that's the case, then yes, CBD oil, yes, water sex, all of that. But just say those things don't work. Your partner, that's what communication come in.
Yeah.
That's telling him, trust boo, I got the juice. Okay. All right, minister. Saying,
Trust and boo, I got the
boo, I got the juice. How about
period. Period.
period? With a T. Period.
Period.
Yeah, but thanks, man. But yeah, medical conditions, people should be understanding.
Yeah.
Slow. Okay, this is going to Travis said we a bunch of horny old woman over here.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's the truth. And we just keeping it 100. These
Yeah.
things that women are going through, you better touch me. I know that's right, Jessica. These are
Yeah.
things
Come
that
on.
women go through and men go through. These are discussions that we need to have that because you never know what I did or what Regina did, Stephanie, San, Jessica, Tracy. We could help each other in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slow roll it. I know that's right. Steph. I like how you think, sister. Oh,
Let's
well,
sometimes.
so yes. So we're gonna get off of that so we don't yeah. So the next one, I'm sorry, y'all. The next one was there's a young lady in a relationship. This is for a guy. Young lady in a relationship with a guy, he cheats. She stays. She forgives him. But it's not happy wife, happy life. That's it right there, honey. Come on, come on. Happy wife, happy life. Listen, but okay, they stay together, but it's he feels like he's being punished still. Like if he don't do certain things, if he don't buy her things, if he don't say certain things, if he don't go the extra mile all the time, then it comes back up. So he asked me what should he do. I said, for one, if he keeps coming back up, that means she hasn't forgiven you.
Absolutely.
That's one. And two, anybody that you gotta buy, you don't need to be with.
See, this is the thing.
Anybody-
When you tell a person when you tell a person that when you and a person that you in a relationship and one cheat or something happens and you'll be like, well, we're gonna stay together, we're gonna work this thing out. Staying together and working it out don't mean you keep bringing up the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
See, and there's no sense in going out and buying her because he she will spend every dime he has because in her mind she got a get back mind.
That's what I was thinking.
She in her mind is a get back. And if she don't get them back and to take herself out there to sleep with another man, then I'll drain you dry, homeboy. I'll make you spend for this. So he need to leave because when you're in a relationship and you decide to work things out, then that's what you do. That work things out.
Yeah.
You forgive, but you don't forget. But you work things out. And it's a day to day, minute to minute, second to second thing that you work on.
Good. Oh, listen.
Yeah, I was listening. I'm trying to read what Stephanie wrote, but yeah, most women like that,
Him.
in their mind, that's get back. That's that get back stuff that we women do. That
Okay.
no, I ain't going out there and degrade myself to sleep with another man, but I'm gonna hit you this way.
Okay, so let's go on this point. Stephanie says she's still punishing him. He got to talk to her. She needs a way to get animosity out of herself. Okay, so say they talk, and she goes, "No, babe, that's not true forgiveness. No, babe, that's not the truth. I did forgive you. It's just so he can't go to the store,
Mm.
can't go to work, he can't hang out with no friends,
No.
can't have no friends, or it's well, I know. Da, 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 da." What I said, I think is happening is one, she hasn't forgiven you, and two, she's watching you because, like you said, it's a get back thing. So she's probably doing her now. So if
Uh
she can watch your every move, you won't touch her move.
huh.
For me, and
Absolutely.
all of that money and time, especially okay. Number one, I'm not gonna do nothing I don't want to do. You're not gonna force me to do anything. If I gotta be forced to take care of you, forced to love you, forced to give you compliments, that's a problem.
Yep.
And it's not that you got to do it every day. Of course, every once in a while, we're women, we're emotional. We want to hear, "Babe, you look good today. Babe, you're beautiful. Oh, babe, I love you." Yeah, we want to hear it more than men want to hear it. Well, some men got egos and they really want to hear it, but they act like they don't. But at the same time, you know, if you have to do it every day, like they coming at you, "Don't I look good? Say I look good." Or every time she gets dressed, you gotta be like, "Oh, you look beautiful," and then you gotta buy her something new. That's just not. I don't think that's right for him. I don't think that's right for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
what?
may need to separate. They may need to just separate and try to get themselves, try to figure out some things because it's not working being together. So just separate and try to get, because the thing of it is, like I said, she's going to constantly beat him from that mistake because she have not forgave him. And it's either she's, like you said, outdoing her and still getting him to, you know what I'm saying, that get back on him, or she just, I'm done, but yet you still gonna take care of me.
Okay, so how if okay, but and then it gets confusing because what she do is everything is fine. They chilling, loving on each other and stuff, and then boom, out the blue, she get an attitude. So that next day, when or 2 days later, when she got an attitude, it's you know, bang bang. You cheated. You this. I don't trust you. You a liar. You this. You that.
Oh, most of the time we just start doing stuff like that because we trying to make a get away of escape so we can go do what we want to do. Let's be real. Most of the time when we get crazy, when we do it like that,
Yeah.
when we want to bring an argument to the house, we want to bring that argument because we need to get up out there because something that we want to do. It's something that we want to do.
True.
Let me tell you, yes. Nine times, let's be truthful. We arguing and fussing like that is because something that we wanted. Because, like I said, it's so easy. Men don't even understand it that women check out sometimes and still be there, but mentally unchecked out.
Yeah.
Mentally has checked out,
Hmm.
planning their way of it, planning their way to leave you.
Yeah.
They're still sitting there. I mean, sex probably be on 1,000,
1,000 in the whole. And
doing everything you need to do, but they have checked out and they're planning their way to leave your butt and you don't even realize it.
yeah. Best sex you ever had.
Absolutely. And
That's
vice versa.
manipulation. That manipulation
Yes.
sex.
Yes. It is. That's
Have
that.
you let it stay when you know you should be gone?
Listen, that, that's I'm gonna give you all this right now. So when I leave, you definitely gonna miss this.
Yes. Miss.
That's
Honey.
yeah. See that
All
that's what that's all about. So
right.
they need to separate so they can figure out what they need to do because sometimes you look when you separate you get a better outlook of your situation. You can see it better.
So what do you tell him when he doesn't really want to because he feels like he loves her?
So y'all know my motto on that.
Ah,
Let me tell you something.
better than me because I really me. Let me just tell you what I told him, and then you can give advice because I know he's gonna watch the replay. So check this. What I told him is that you need to sit her down, have the conversation because you love her so much, and you guys got a kid together. Sit her down and have the conversation. Then again, you don't want to leave the kids. See, that's another issue. Sometimes people stay in these relationships because they have a kid attached. But I just want you to know from experience that when you stay in a dysfunctional relationship because you have a kid, you show the kid all the dysfunction in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You show the you show to the kid all the dysfunction. You show them what arguing is, what not being loved is, what not being respected is, and you do more damage than you do good. And that I told him that because I'm speaking from experience. You understand?
Absolutely.
Stayed in a relationship because I didn't want to lose my kids and I didn't want to have a break up with another baby daddy and people be like, oh, she left both of them for what reason? Da, 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 da. The common denominator is her. No, you don't know what the hell I'm going through. But I stayed like an idiot. So my kids got to see the abuse. They got to see the cursing each other out. They got to see the fight and they got to see cheating and all of that. So I did more harm.
You do.
See, this is real. I did more harm to them than
Mm-hmm.
certain things that they go through now, they wouldn't have to. Like my daughter's quick on the draw. You can't say nothing, B. She what you know what I'm saying? She don't play no, but she get that for me. Cause that's what she
Mm-hmm.
seen. Even though she sees something different now, that's what they seen when they was growing up, them influential stages.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's better to just pack your things and go.
Yep.
Because it's a better way, y'all probably be better co-parenting than y'all are as being together parents and being in a relationship. And I also told him, after he figured that out, I think they need a break. And if it's right, come back. But you shouldn't have to spend all your money. You shouldn't have to be forced to do anything. That's a violation.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how it might not be taking sex, but it's taking your mental, it's taking your emotion. You being forced to do something every single day just so you won't get attacked. That's not healthy.
Mm-mm.
What I said. So go ahead, you guys go ahead. Let me see what y'all got to say.
I mean, I totally agree with what you said because see, a dysfunctional house brings dysfunctional kids. There's no other way with that. Um, we was manipulated in thinking that you don't supposed to leave, you're supposed to stay. You know what goes in the house stays in the house. Certain things we was manipulated by people of our past, of our generation. And no, 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 no. Dysfunctional relationship bring dysfunctional kids. Um, and yes, he should leave. They need to take a moment to try to figure things out because the longer he stay, either it's gonna beat him up to a point where it's gonna because see what it does, it snatches manhood away. Like it
Yeah,
literally takes his manhood from him. So now she don't have a man, she got a whim.
yep,
So now she's running the house,
yep.
whole out of everything out of order. But if you decide to stay, see, this is my motto. When you decide to stay in these relationships, then you got to, you got to take the good and the bad because you made a conscious decision to stay. Don't decide to stay and then every time you turn around you weep and wander. Oh no 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 boo, you decide to stay in this mess. You know it's crazy. You know it's dysfunctional. You either gonna pull out or stay in. If you decide to stay in, then you got to take the good and the bad.
And can I say this, Jessica? I see you. I see you. You said healing process. Yes, by me the world. I need to see a whole new man and some. This is no shade, no disrespect or anything like that. Please don't take it like that. But one thing I learned is I used to be the same way. I felt but that's was when I found out I was a very materialistic person because after he bought me everything, I still was hurt. I was still damaged and I was still bruised. All the Gucci bags, the jewelry, the Jordan, the stilettos. I had everything, new car, everything. But on the inside, I was still torn to shreds. So, you know, that Gucci bag couldn't consume my hurt. Neither could them J's. I could have used them J's and walked out. That probably would have been good. But when I decided to say, hey, I forgive you, I'ma stay. When you do that, you got to do it on a whole different level because now you want to heal. See, the thing about healing process is forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. When you want someone to do everything just so you can, I need to see it's really for me and not why he did it in the first place. I understand that. I totally agree. I should have left a long time ago. I couldn't see now. I had to support. I think my ex for waiting until our daughters was grown. Okay. So the thing about the forgiveness thing and the healing process is this. When you forgive the person, you forgive for you. You don't forgive cheating. You forgive them because if you don't forgive them, that cheating thing, especially if you really love them, it's going to torment you.
Yep.
It's going to make you bitter. It's going to make you angry. It might make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. And
Yep.
guess what? If you leave him because he don't show you different, you're going to take that same bitterness to the next relationship.
Uh-huh.
So you're not healing if you don't forgive. And yes, you want that person. I agree with you. They should show you that they changed. But you have the way they're gonna show you is by their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Me a bag didn't show me that they changed. You understand? Treating me better showed me that they changed. Understanding me and me understanding them and the communication changed and them stop cheating, the stopping of the cheating,
Absolutely.
showing that they were sorry and they were very apologetic. You
Yep.
understand? That shows you that there's a change. The Jordans didn't show me anything. That just hid what was there. It just covered up the wounds and covered up the holes and the hurts. Go ahead, G.
Absolutely. See, and that's the thing. Sometimes we do try to use materialistic things to try to try to heal into hurt, but it doesn't. It doesn't. And if you do leave, like I said, and not try to figure things out and not try to forgive the person, you will take that to the next relationship
Yeah.
because you're a broken person trying to figure out. Because see, when something like that happened, we as women we try to figure out what did we did wrong. We will research ourselves over and over and over again, try to figure out why, what did I do? Did I do this? Well, I should have did this and I should have did that. And sometimes it's nothing that you could have done, nothing that you should have done. This is something that he inherited. And this is why you got see it's so important. We quick to look at a man and be like, yo, this nigga look good. He built, all this stuff and don't even understand what's going on mental. And we take all and we don't even look at that. We only look at the way they look, the outer look, and the sex.
Yep.
This is what a lot of us fall short on. We look at what they look like, what they have, and most of all, this. Let me tell you something. I was at the hair salon, and the young lady was saying, she said, you know what? If that man give me some good sex, I'm his girlfriend. I don't care what he said. She said, I tell his mama I'm his girlfriend. She said, because good sex will make me, she said, good sex make me stay in a dead relationship too long. She said, and I don't care. The girl, I don't care if he cockeyed it, what she said, cockeyed it, pigeon toe, and stinky breath. If the sex is good, I'm staying. You see what I'm talking about? Not, and you don't set yourself up all because of the sex.
Straight like that.
And see, sometimes some of this hurt we go through us is self-inflicted.
Yes. And
Sometimes we know that man ain't no good.
and
We
can I
literally know he ain't.
can I say this? Sometimes I'm glad you on that because sometimes there's no reason why. Sometimes people are just scumbags.
Absolutely.
People are just there's people out here that have sex issues that can't be with just one person
Mm-hmm.
or just need it all the time. And if you're not there, they're gonna go and do, you know, what's best for them and and get it anyway. Some people are just scumbags. I mean, talk about girls or guys. They cheat just to cheat. It's the cool thing to do. It's what they don't care. And another thing is they insecure. It feeds that ego. It feeds the insecurity because
Mm-hmm.
crap. And sometimes in their mind, depending on how they was raised, the more women you hit, the better you look.
Yeah.
Never that way for women, but since that double standards, the more men you hit, you become a hoe. But at the same time, to her too, the more
Mm-hmm.
you can get with and get stuff out of, the more bomb you are. You now a bomb bee. You feel what I'm saying? A bad bee. A bad. You
Absolutely.
so it really, it just really depends on the person. It's not always the reason why. Sometimes there might not be a reason for cheating. I remember I cheated before just because I wanted to, because I could.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Yep.
was a serial cheater at one time. I cheated because I could and I was good at it. And guess what? Pain. I was hurting. And if I can pull it over their eye, let me tell y'all how good I was. Let me help y'all out. Let me show you something. I'm cheating. I mess with you, but you a jerk. And because you hurt me, I'm gonna show you something. My line used to be, I could show you better than I could tell you. I'll meet him, have him befriend you, have y'all playing PlayStation together, and then later on I'll meet him at the corner. We be going to get something to eat. And then I come back home to you and be like, oh, that's your new friend. He's nice, ain't he? And inside I'm laughing and it's giving me joy because I was that demented and hurt. I wanted to see you hurt. And I got
Mm-hmm.
satisfaction from knowing you a fool because you treated me like I was a fool.
Mm-hmm. That part right there. Yep.
Listen, it is what
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
That's where I was at. So sometimes it has nothing to do with you in that incident did. It was revenge. But it could be anything. It's not necessarily your insecurity. It could be their insecurity. They could just be a scumbag. It could be a sexual addiction. It can
Yep.
be anything, or you might not be doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, it just could be anything. And depending on the person, I don't want to say you might not be doing, because you got some people that don't do who you're supposed to do. But if you with that person and y'all know how to communicate, that can be fixed, and neither person has to cheat. So, and
Uh-huh.
I know that for a fact. And
I,
sometimes the best thing, like Jessica said, you can do is leave and be happy without the person.
and
That's
see,
the
that's the thing. That's the thing. Some ladies don't want to be alone.
that
Some ladies don't want to be alone. They'd rather sit back and be dragged in the mud
that was me
than
too.
be alone. And and that's why I said some things are self-inflicted. You just so scared to be alone. You just got to have a man, even if it ain't but a piece of a man.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to that. It's a lot to this right here. That's why I said sometimes it's best to just walk away and take a deep breath, because you can look at a situation different if you back up off it a little bit. See, when you right dead focus on it, you got a one track mind, and that mind says, I want this person. All you want this person, you'll do whatever it takes to get this person.
Mhm.
Back up a little bit. Just back up a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Look at it a different way. Look at it all the way around the board. Is this beneficial for me for me to be with this man or woman?
Yeah.
Would this take the very life out of me to be with this person?
Yeah.
How much do I have to give up to be with this person?
It's
You
like
know,
that woman.
absolutely, man or woman. What am I willing to give up? What am I? How far will I let this man take me out there before take me out way out in the ocean before I say, oh God, I'm out here with a boat and I ain't got no paddle? How long you gonna let somebody pour you like that? So you can sometimes it's better to just take back up and look at the situation from a distance and say, listen. This ain't where I'm trying to go. That's why I'm telling y'all. I just said on my podcast Tuesday on Surviving on Broken Pieces. I get up every morning, I talk to me. And I tell, look, Gina, look, I got you, girl. And I'm not gonna let nothing hurt you. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. I'm gonna have protect, because you gotta have a relationship within yourself. You got that's that self-love type of thing.
Yeah, baby.
Because if you don't have that, if you don't have no self-love for you, then
Nope.
anybody can do anything to you and go as far as they want to go.
That's
And
it.
when they get tired.
I feel self-love and self-care. Y'all know that's my number one thing.
Yes,
I've been the doer and I've been done. So,
absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
it wasn't until I learned self-care, self-awareness, and self-love
Listen, goes a
get
long way.
Yes, in these situations, and even in doing self-care, self-love, that's a everyday thing. That's a process because you can easily
Absolutely.
get back in a situation you not knowing, and it might be a different situation, but your mind and your heart feels like it's the same situation, so it's easy for you to react the same way. You understand? So this is what I want to do right now. If you guys got any questions, Tracy said, "Don't laugh." Divorced for 6 years, and he still called me his wife. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
really does. Let me just say this. I'm gonna drop a couple of things, and then I want Regina to give y'all her little expressions on what she has to say. But let
Mm-hmm.
is anyone out there that's you guys are in a relationship, if it's not healthy, I said this is what I'm gonna tell you to do. If it's not healthy and is dangerous for you, get out of it. If it can be fixed and is not dangerous and is not unhealthy, then try to fix it. But no, communication is the key in everything you do. Revenge is not good. It won't end well. And make sure you forgive. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. And at the end of the day, self care, self awareness, and self love is number one.
Absolutely. I totally agree. In a relationship, you got to first of all love yourself. Don't even get into a relationship with anyone until you first learn how to love you.
Mm,
Because there's no way you can love somebody else if you don't know how to even love yourself. You set yourself up. And what happened is a person do what they want to do, handle you any type of way. Now, in a relationship, you know how much you're willing to take. You know how much you're willing to accept. Now, my thing is this: if you decide that I'm going to stay here, then you got to take everything that comes along, like I said, down the pipe. But if you know that I deserve better than this, I just don't. I'm not built for to take stuff like this. Then yes, run by all means. Leave everything there. Leave all the memories there and start fresh. Leave the. I mean, it been some cases you got to leave the clothes there and start off fresh, a fresh new look, a fresh new atmosphere to try to get yourself back mentally. That's the most important thing. Don't be with somebody that take your mental from you.
yeah.
If you're mentally toe up, you walking around dead. You are a body moving with a dead mind
Mm,
because you have allowed somebody to take it from you. That person can dictate what you do, when you do, and how you do it. That person can walk in the house and you can be happy and just take your happiness away in 29 seconds, just like that, because you decide to say, he's worth fighting for, knowing everything else that he's doing. You saying he's worth fighting for. So if you get this type of self love, you will know that all you want to do is protect you. All you want to do is make sure that you are okay, and nothing bring any harm to you. If you're in a relationship that is workable, that y'all can work things out, y'all can sit down and communicate and get this thing back on track, then all means go for that. Sit down. Talk about getting it better. Don't sit back and keep talking about what has already taken place. That's dead. That's gone.
dead and gone.
You don't build a relationship on things that has already happened. You don't forgave that. Now you got to try to figure out what do we got to what do we do from this point? How do we move from here? So when you decide to say I'm working on this thing, be in the mindset of work starting from that point and moving forward. Not worried about what happened in the past. Don't keep dwelling on that because you can't move from the past to the forward. You just stuck back there. So I say all that to say this: always love yourself first, always.
That's it.
And if you in a marriage, see, because it's different between being in a marriage and just being with a boyfriend girlfriend type of situation. See, don't sit back and do wifely duties and you a girlfriend.
That's it.
Don't sit back and do husband duties and you just a boyfriend. No, the same rules don't apply, and don't let nobody tell you that. It's different rules from being girlfriend and boyfriend and husband and wife. Different rules.
Way different.
Absolutely. So self love, if it's worth fighting for, put in your mindset that you're moving from day one, from this the point forward. You're not worried about what happened back then. You're moving from this point forward. Learn to love each other. I mean, learn to love each other. Keep the fire in that relationship. Communicate. If that man said, "Listen, let's do," I want to see you dress up. Why not? You dress to go out to a club. You put
That's
on a short dress to go to the club.
better put on that bunny costume and stop playing.
I'm trying to tell you right now. I mean, you got to spice this thing up. Don't let that man come in the house and you got a bonnet on and you got these sweatpants on, a holey pants or big shirt and all this mess on, and that man coming in the house and he wanna, had a rough day of work. Massage that man and give him what, good sex or make him feel real good.
Real good.
Massage them, cook them up. Let me tell you something. It's some things that you can do to help your marriage out. I ain't talking about that relationship stuff because, like I said, it's different rules that apply.
Yeah.
So learn to love each other. Learn to talk to each other. That's my thing. Communication. Communication and self-love.
And let me just say this too. Try not to being scared to be alone. That's your worst enemy right there.
Yes, it is.
In bondage and keep you in some bad predicaments, and know what abuse is. Please, whether you're married or single, this rule applies across the board. I don't care if you're in a relationship or
Yep.
married, boyfriend and girlfriend, married, fiance, whatever. Know what abuse, just because it's not punching in your eye, there's verbal abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's mental abuse. Know it, not just for women but for men too, because you have some very abusive women that's out here in these streets now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are in a abusive relationship, I'm gonna tell you, you go find someone, get a therapist, find help, get out, find a way out, because your life is more important. That goes back to self-love, self-care, self.
Hmm.
Know that it is okay to live and that you want to live, and just find you some help, find a way out, find someone who can get you out of, not get you out of that situation, because the truth of the matter is you're not leaving until you're ready to leave.
Yep.
So I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight. We might do a part two of Truthfully Broken. Maybe I'll go over there and dissect one of those letters with her or something. But I would like to thank you all for joining us on tonight. Stephanie, Jessica, Tracy, San, Gwendolyn, Travis, Tony, everybody that was up here. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for coming up here. I thank you guys for sharing and liking. We thank you for your support. We hope that you guys got something out of this. I've learned some things tonight, listening, looking at y'all comments and seeing what y'all had to say. Cause like I said, we don't know all. We are not, it's not set in stone when we say, because again, we're speaking from experience. So I would like to say thank you all. Thank you all for coming, joining, sharing, tagging. I love you guys. This has been True Serum, and we are out of here.
Deuces.